Your Highness, Lord Wei Dongting is here.
Where is he?
In front of the gate.
All right, I'll welcome him in. Mr. Wei, are you feeling well?
I'm well.
Here, come. Please. Come, ask the kitchen to prepare lunch. I'm having lunch with Mr. Wei.
Yes.
Mr. Wei, here. Please. Come on, sit down. Sit.
You too.
All right. Mr. Wei, you're here today. It must be something important.
Prince Yinxiang. Only you have not changed a bit. Since your childhood in the palace?
Mr. Wei, can a person really change so much? Is that right?
It used to be so nice. We old officials followed His Majesty, defeated those traitors like Wu Sangui, Gengqing and Kangxi, ending their schemes and betrayals, and put down the rebellious lords near the borders. Peace reigned, and people were optimistic. I remember when I was an imperial guard in the Palace of Heavenly Purity, you once rode on my shoulders and peed on my neck.
I remember that. Back then, you trained us princes sword fighting. Behind their backs, you always taught me one or two more moves, right?
But now, I can't even wield a sword myself.
You are an old official with great achievements. At this age, you should just enjoy life at home.
To be honest, Prince Yinxiang, this is the end for my life after retirement.
Mr. Wei, are you having problems?
I owe too much to the national treasury. The imperial court is pushing us too. Prince Yinzhen said, if I don't pay it off in 10 days, my property will be confiscated.
Indeed. I have heard about it. But Prince Yinzhen is only executing the edict. There's nothing he can do. How much do you owe?
350,000.
How come you owe so much?
Well?
I remember when you were governor of the transport office. You seem to have saved a lot. Why? Do you end up with so much debt?
Prince Yinxiang, there's one thing that I can only tell you. Most of my debt have been incurred because of His Majesty.
What do you mean?
Only His Majesty himself knows it. During His Majesty's 5 southern tours, he stayed in my mansion twice. Even if I went bankrupt, I had to make sure His Majesty has a comfortable time there. But after these 2 times, I've spent all of my savings. I could only loan from the Ministry of Revenue. After a few years, I've owed this much in total.
Mr. Wei, calm down. I'll go talk to Brother Yinzhen. Even if he doesn't show you respect, he has to show father respect. And exempt your debt if impossible.
If it's really possible, I will owe my life to you, Prince Yinxiang.
This is Qiu Yue. So Prince Yinxiang is here? Haven't you been missing him?
Really? Then I have to tell Madam. All right, go. I'll tell Madam for you later. Sis Chuya, you're so nice. I'll be right back.
Let's go.
Go. Guor, where is Kun?
He's over there. Prince Yinxiang.
Prince Yinxiang.
How are you, Prince Yinxiang?
Stand up. You've put on weight these days. You've grown taller, too. Why haven't you been to my place lately?
Prince Yongzheng has rules. Without his permission, could we go to your place?
It's all right. I'll talk to Prince Yongzheng later. In a few days, you can take some time off in my mansion.
Good. Great.
Great.
What are you doing? Did you forget the rules?
What's wrong? I was just playing with them. It's not their fault.
Yes, Your Highness.
Where's Prince Yongzheng?
Prince Yongzheng asked me to tell you, Your Highness, that you should stay at home and not interfere with the debt collection.
Did he really say that?
Yes? Prince Yongzheng says he's busy and has no time to meet with you. He asks you to go back, Your Highness.
Fine. I'm leaving.
Prince Yongzheng. Prince Yongzheng.
Mr. Wei. This case of things could worth over 25,000 tiles. Take it home. I can probably gather another 25,000. I'll send it to you in a few days.
Prince Yongzheng, I'm so grateful for your kindness. You don't have to worry about me. I have an idea. But unless there's no other choice, I wouldn't use the last resort.
What is it? Will it work?
It'll work. It'll work. Don't worry. If I use this last resort, even His Majesty will help me.
Good, that's good.
All right. I've wasted your whole day. It's time for me to leave. With reverence and awe, Wei Dongting hereby humbly writes to your great majesty. I have been following your wise command. As a blessed imperial official for almost 50 years. But I haven't made great contributions to the country. Nor have I fulfilled my duty to share your majesty's worries. Although Mount Tai scrapes the sky, it's not as great as your majesty's grace to me. The East Sea is deep. Your Majesty, I'm leaving.
How much? Does Wei Dongting owe to the National Treasury?
I heard it's 3 to 50,000 taels.
I've stayed in his mansion twice during my southern tours. I used more than 1 million taels. His death is partly my fault.
Wei Dongting was grateful for your grace and wanted to show his gratitude during your southern tours, which is understandable. It's because he wasn't good with finance that he owed so much. Your Majesty, please don't blame yourself for it.
You're right. But I still feel sorry. Li Dequan,
Yes.
take out 400,000 taels from the palace. pay off his debts. With 350,000. And the rest is to compensate his family.
Yes.
Poor man. He dedicated his whole life to the country. And for some 350,000 taels, he took his life with one white ribbon.
Son, I'm afraid you will be the next. Let's agree to hang ourselves.
Brother, why did you take things so hard? We risked our lives so many times during war back in the days. Now, you were gone with one white ribbon.
Why didn't you go to His Majesty sooner? Now His Majesty has paid off your debt.
My father was forced to die by Tian Wenjing. Everyone, please help me demand justice.
Don't worry. We won't forgive him.
We all owe money. Let him force us and see.
Even if I risk my life, I'm not going to pay it off.
Lord Tian Wenjing and Lord Nian Gengyao are here. About Lord Wei's debts. His Majesty has paid it off. Prince Yingzhen asked us to send you his loan notes.
Father.
Kowtow before you leave.
Kowtow before you leave.
Now. Kowtow before you leave.
Should I have disobeyed the edict and forgotten that he owed money?
Well,
You told Lord Wei to pay it off in 10 days or have his property confiscated. Did you say that?
Yes. Yes. I have said that, but Prince Yingzheng decided the time limit. Weren't all of you there that day? Why didn't you say it to his face?
Prince Yingzhen was encouraged by you. Or why would he have been so hard on us?
it's because you want us old people dead. That you can take over our positions, right?
Fine, we don't have the money, but you can take our lives.
Right. No money, only lives. No money.
Who is it? Who's saying no money? Only lives? This is from my salary. Use it for Mr. Wei's funeral. Make it bigger. And grander.
He's already dead. What for?
Nonsense! Grieving is the same as being filial. Don't you need to be filial after his death? You think you had nothing to do with his death? Listen. If it weren't for you, ungrateful sons, and your extravagant lifestyle, would your father owe so much? You're not even 30 years old. But you have 4 wives, and you still go to brothel and pay for prostitutes. You think I don't know? How much did you pay for that prostitute Guihua from Lovebird Brothel? Last month, to craft a ring for your 4th wife, you secretly spent 5,000 taels of silver. If Mr. Wei was forced to death by someone, it would be no one else. But you ungrateful son, and your house of wives, all wearing gold and silver. And you? How dare you openly disobey the edict? Use Mr. Wei's death as an excuse to not pay off your debt. Right. You've served and contributed to the imperial court. But the court has never failed you. Each one of you has an official cap. At worst, you are a regional commander. Any one of you dares to stand out and say that you've never freeloaded or embezzled army funds. Take you, for example, Mr. Wang. All these years, you have a mansion in the capital and a manor back home. You bought over 300 acres of land at once. Why did you take money from the national treasury? And you yelled, no money? Only lives. I won't take your lives for now. But I need every penny of the money you owe. It'll be the 10th day. In a few days, I'll wait at the Ministry of Revenue. If you can't pay off your debt, my order remains confiscation.
Brother, wait for us. Let's go with you.
Brother, we'll go with you.
Brother Yinxiang. There are only 3 days left for them to pay off debts. But only 30% of them have paid their debt off. The other 70% have to be collected by Yingzhen from one house to another.
Hurry!
Don't take it away. Give it back. Don't take it. That's my dowry from my maiden home.
Go away.
What kind of prince are you? You can't even provide for your family and want to sell my belongings to pay off debts. I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to die. I'll fight you to death.
Go to hell. Quick, go to Tiananmen Street. What are you waiting for? Go to Tiananmen Street now.
Yes.
Quick. Quick, move. Move them.
I'm going to die.
Hurry, come on.
Come on.
Hurry up. Hurry. Quick. Hurry. Tiananmen Street. Hurry up. Go to Tiananmen. Tiananmen.
Where did they rob all those?
Didn't you see? They all have an official seal. His Majesty asked officials to pay debts, so they couldn't stand it. They'll sell their possessions on Tiananmen Street. Let me tell you, I'm just talking. Don't tell anyone else. All right? Let me wipe it off.
Okay.
All right, it's getting late. Let's go to Dashilan. Let's go.
Let's go get up.
Let's go.
Go.
Move.
Quick, go to Dashilan.
Prince Yongzheng. Prince Yongzheng, bad news. Prince Yina and many officials carried their family belongings to Tianmen Street for sale.
Tianmen Street?
Prince Yongzheng. Bad news. Prince Yongzheng. A group of old officials went to Imperial Garden to cry in front of His Majesty.
Tian Wenjing.
Yes.
Go to Tianmen Street and convince Prince Yinei to return with those officials.
Yes.
Nian Gengyao.
Yes.
You and I go to Imperial Garden. We have to try to stop them. In the 10th year of Shunji's reign, Shunji Emperor said, "Tick-tock means time and moments." Right. How much time do we have in our lives? What is that?
It's an instrument gifted to you by the envoy of Portugal. It's called an or something.
I remember when we were reclaiming the village Alaton that was taken by Gulden. Dongting.
Your Majesty, it's all in the past. Don't keep thinking about it. You'll hurt yourself.
Take it. Tomorrow, don't forget to ask that French preacher, Joachim, to play a song for me. Bring me my glasses. I'm going to review the memorials.
Yes. Your Majesty, maybe you should eat first.
Who's yelling?
I'll ask someone to check it.
No need. I'll go see it myself.
Everyone. Come on, stand up. Stand up.
What's going on? You let all these people cry here. You can't even do your job right.
Mr. Li, they wanted to barge in and see His Majesty, and I stopped them. So they began. Your Majesty.
His Majesty is here.
If you want to talk in the garden. How embarrassing it is to cry out here. Come.
Quick. You can all go.
Yes.
Li Dequan,
Yes.
you and all the servants can take a rest.
Your Majesty, you can't have no servants around.
Just do as I say. What? Can't they serve me?
I can serve your majesty.
I will serve your Majesty.
I will serve your majesty.
Yes.
Come here. Hey. All right. There's no one else now. Let's sit down and talk.
Thank you, your majesty.
Sit.
Come and see. Come and see. Royal goods. Quick, come and see. See it for yourself. See it for yourself. Come and buy. Porcelains from the palace. Come and buy. Authentic royal goods. Come on.
Here, move.
Everyone, what are you doing?
Move.
We're selling our belongings to pay for your loans.
Pay for my loans? When do I have money to loan out? You are openly rebelling against the imperial court. Pack up the things. Move them back.
So, you promise not to collect our debts?
You'll pay every penny of what you owe, and none of these can be sold. Anyone?
Yes.
Pull down these stalls.
Yes, Lord.
Prince Yine. Prince Yine, look. Prince Yine, you see.
Tian Wenjing. I think you want to die.
I've always been confident. I believe in the 100 years of life. I will reign across masses of land. Suppressing Oh Boy, the three feudatories, and Galden, reclaiming Taiwan, and fighting Russians. None of them has ever deterred you. Neither have I. Known what fear is. But not long ago, the Yellow River flooded. The dams broke at many spots. Overnight, several provinces had millions of people homeless, wandering the street. If these 1 or 2 million people came together, how big would that group be? If you don't have a place to live, you can sleep in a shed or on the street. But without food, you will risk everything. Why have so many people in history rebelled against the government? Without food, they will rebel. Without livelihood, they will rebel.
Master. Master. Master.
What's wrong?
Prince Yine.
Talk.
He held Lord Tian on Tiananmen Street to beat him up.
Hooligan.
Master, as a prince, how can you argue with him on the street? Let me go instead.
All right, go now.
Li Wei, let's go.
Kneel down!
Prince Yine, you don't want the imperial dignity, but I do.
You are qualified to talk about imperial dignity. Shaming the old principal graduate is dignified. Forcing the old veteran to death is dignified. The imperial dignity has been tarnished by you bitter bastard.
Gather 100 soldiers and follow me to Chenmen Street.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyone?
Yes.
Whip him with the braids.
Yes.
Stop. Ask Prince Yinzi to come.
Yes.
Come on, get rid of these onlookers.
Yes.
Keep going. Hit hard.
Move, move. Move, move.
Stand back.
Stop it. Stop. Prince Yine? Let go of Lord Tian. Do you want to cause trouble for Prince Yine?
Don't let go. Niangeng Yao. I'll be responsible for whatever happens. Stay out of it.
Prince Yine? I'm worried. You'll be punished by His Majesty.
I'll accept any punishment. Beat him.
Yes.
Yes.
You beat an imperial official on the street. Do you want to die?
Imperial fool. I'm beating you to death.
Prince Yine? If you want to keep beating, then beat me.
Move, or I'll hit you for real. You're asking for it.
Well.
Move! Yongzheng.
Prince Yine, you haven't caused enough trouble?
Drop it! Yongzheng. You. Drop it.
Drop the whip.
If you don't drop it, I will beat you.
What's going on? Break it up. Brother Yinxiang, go back first. I'm here.
All right. Gang Yao, carry Mr. Tian to my mansion.
Yes. Let's go.
Brother Yinzi, I'm leaving.
Won't you pack up?
Let's leave. Leave. Everyone leave. We're not selling.
Leave now. Leave. Move, move.
Everybody, leave.
Your Majesty, it's all my fault. I've made things difficult for you.
Your Majesty, please stop. Please stop. It's because we're useless. We should be sentenced to death. Sentenced to death.
Sentenced to death?
It's not all your fault. Even my sons can't understand my difficulties.
Your Majesty, it's my fault. I'll go back and sell my manor now to pay off the money I owe.
I'm also willing to sell my mansion in the capital for my debt.
Even if we are as poor as a church mouse. As long as your Majesty stays happy and worry-free, we will die in peace.
That's right.
No. I've already failed. Dongting. I can't stand to watch the people who went through life and death with me become homeless old men. There's 2 or 3 million taels in my palace, originally prepared as the relief funds of Prince Yongzheng didn't raise enough fund in the south. Now I'm using it to pay off your debts.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
Prince Yongzheng.
Prince Yongzheng.
This is the finest balm. Concocted by a Mongolian doctor. Apply it to the wounds. You will recover. Within 3 days. Don't move.
Prince Yongzheng is here.
Brother Yongzheng, take a seat. Is it worth the trouble? No one wanted to take the job, but you had to do it. Now look. You haven't collected the debts. And now people are dead or hurt.
Geng Yao.
Yes.
Go, carry Mr. Tian out.
Yes.
He's badly injured. How can you move him around? You think I'm asking for trouble? I just feel sorry for Tian Wenjing. No wonder people call you stony-faced and cold-hearted.
You...
Prince Yongzheng. I'm not arguing with you. But you shouldn't treat Prince Yongzheng like this. You know why he didn't see you last time? He didn't want you to be involved.
All right, enough. I know Prince Yongzheng better than you do.
Now, it's great. There are only 2 days left. But the collected debts are far from enough. Yongzheng took so much silver from us in the south, getting all the attention. Now, let him have a taste of the attention.
Brother Yintang, please say no more. It's difficult for Brother Yongzheng too. We don't help him, but we can't cause him trouble. After all, he's doing it for the imperial court. Let me ask you. Did you give Yinny the idea to sell his belongings on Chenmen Street?
Even a cornered dog knows to fight. Do I need to give him the idea?
You guys, come on. Do you know how Yinny will be punished like this?
How? At worst, he'll be scolded by the old man.
Scolded? He'll be held by the Imperial Clan Court for at least half a year.
No way. This is bad. How about we give him some 200,000 tiles and help him pay off the debt?
I told you to pay off his debt, but you didn't listen. Wouldn't it be too late now?
I wanted him to make it hard for Crown Prince. Who knows Crown Prince would pay it off? Brother Yinsi. Do you know where the Crown Prince gets his money from?
Who knows? Tell me, have you prepared the resume of the 6 officials positioned by Crown Prince?
Rest assured, already prepared.
Who's on duty at Imperial Garden today?
First Prince.
Take those officials there now to be introduced to His Majesty by First Prince.
Yes. I'll go find Prince Yinny.
What for? To annoy me?